It's match 3 of round 2, and it goes down today on JTH Reacts to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Alright, it is rant time, boys and girls. As many people are probably aware of by now, yesterday's Schmoedown match between DC Movie News and Above the Line, the original video had a whole bunch of spoilers in it that apparently revealed not just today's match, but tomorrow's match as well. I was not even aware that tomorrow's match was spoiled in the original video. But according to many people, I found out after I was done my reaction, yes, that was the case. But fortunately, yesterday, I was able to find out about that before all the spoilers were revealed, and I was able to cut the video off before I found out. So I was able, I thought, was going to be able to have an authentic reaction today until 2 hours ago, because as I found out, someone responded to the comment that I put on that video yesterday, and their response to my comment, they intentionally, deliberately spoiled today's match for me because they just decided to be some jack-off jackass who wanted to get a goddamn chuckle out of something, I guess. So, yeah. I went to the Facebook page, I contacted Christian and anybody who might run the YouTube channel to please address that and please have that moron banned or blocked or anything, because this guy went out of his way to intentionally, deliberately spoil something that many people have been waiting 3 months for, has now been ruined by a good handful of people. By the time that I'm recording this, I don't know if it's been taken care of or not, so if it's not, please avoid the comment section from yesterday's match. But to me, the main problem with what happened yesterday is something that I have addressed before on the Facebook page, and now I'm going to address it now because, as I've said, it is important for me to be completely honest and blunt with everybody about when I do a reaction video to all of you guys. And this is something that I have brought up before, and I'm going to bring it up again. To Christian or to anybody that might happen to watch this video, I am asking, hoping, begging, praying, please, please, please. All I ask, and I think all that a lot of people would ask, please post the matches in chronological order. I do not think that is hard to do. I do not think it goes out of your way to do so. I don't understand what the reason was to release yesterday's match out of order, because apparently, according to what people have said, yesterday's match was supposed to be the last match to be posted. So I don't know what the reason was they decided to post that match 2 matches early and then risked everything that happened yesterday. I don't understand why matches cannot be posted chronologically. This has happened before, and unfortunately it happened again yesterday. And I was able to avoid it for the most part until, jack-offs happen. And to me, this can all be avoided if matches are just posted chronologically, because by just posting them in order, you remove 99% of an editing dilemma. You don't have to worry about spoilers, being posted in a match, because then they're not spoilers. You don't have to edit anything. So it frustrates me when something so simple is mucked up by something that is not necessary. Clyder, Christian, anybody that happens to see this, please, 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 please post matches in chronological order. That's all I ask. That's all I'm sure anybody would ask. Because then this would not be a problem. This would not be an issue ever. Ever. It would never be an issue. Because now, something that has been hyped up for 3 months, an eighth of this tournament has now been ruined by a good handful of people because of posting matches out of order. And I don't think it's necessary. But that's all I have to say about that. To me, that needed to be addressed. It needed to be addressed. Because this is now the second time in a little over a month where this situation has happened, where matches being posted out of order has now spoiled things that for future matches. And it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. I don't know what the reason is. Now, unfortunately, because I know what happens, I'm going to be thoroughly observing what happens in today's match and trying to figure out what the reason could have possibly been to post yesterday's match out of order. It's not something I would like to do, but now, I guess I've got plenty of time to try to do it. So, yeah, it's incredibly unfortunate, but this is something that I felt needed to be addressed. So, please, that is all I ask to anybody that works with Collider who might see this. Please, just post matches in chronological order. It's not hard to do. I don't think that's very much to ask either. So, I apologize if this comes off ranty, or very ranty. I'm sure it comes off ranty. But, to me, this is just an unnecessary rant that I needed to do over something that should never have happened in the first place. So, I apologize for this rant. So now, without further ado, let me try to be as invested as I possibly can in today's match between Wolves of Steel and Late to the Party. I hope you can enjoy today's reaction. Thank you. Alright, with that now out of the way, with that somewhat out of my system, let's do this and just try to enjoy this match in 3, 2, 1, boom.
In the movie Demolition Man, what items have replaced toilet paper?
Hope for a good match. Hope I can enjoy it. That was still crazy to see.
Rather go against Wolves of Steel, who you know are very strong competitors, or face the unknown.
I've given this a lot of thought before we came into this. I was like thinking if we did win, who I would want. To be fair, I would want to go up against Wolves of Steel because Wolves of Steel are like one of my favorite teams in the match.
I would love to go against Riley and Clark, honestly, just because they are our heroes. So going up against your heroes, there's no better story than for fans that came from Tucson, Arizona.
I'm at least interested to see how they fare.
Champ and Rookie of the Year in the Schmoedown.
Or how they fared. Unfortunately, as I said, I now know what happens. It's just frustrating.
And Mark Riley, a former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion here in our midst, who said you were going to retire, you were just going to see this through with Clark to the end of this tournament. Man, out there it looked like you didn't miss a beat. You're still as strong as ever. So, what made you decide to come back?
Her. She's awesome. She's the classy one. She deserves a belt. If we can run the table on this thing, get her a belt, that's great. Then my job is done. But, you know, I'm a competitor too. One more run, get another shiny belt, another notch on the shoulder. Hell yeah. We want that.
I agree. I want it. I want that belt. When we lost to the Patriots, I was very sad, and I'm coming for it.
You guys are going to be facing Late to the Party,
yeah.
A crew that drives in here from Arizona. They're fans of the Schmoedown. They do reaction videos, and they are damn good competitors.
They are super good. I watch their reaction videos when they play along, and some of the stuff that they get, I'm shocked. And it's easy for us to sit at home and go, or it's easiest for look at people who sit at home and play, and you go, yeah, but when you're under the lights. But when they were under the lights, they were great. So it's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I'm impressed by those guys.
The emotional investment is now completely sapped out of my being.
And good on them for doing that. I'm happy that they did it.
Jack-off's name, but he doesn't deserve to be mentioned because he's a waste of time.
Absolutely.
So congratulations. He got his 6 minutes of a rant that I got out of him. That was another thing I noticed yesterday. They posted Wolves of Steel and Late to the Party in yesterday's match too, even though that wasn't really a spoiler. Hello, Ken and Christian. Just the occasion was a little more lighter mooded.
Now, see, I didn't need to do it. I was going to be cool, calm, and relaxed. You do look cool today. Today, I'm going to be relaxed. I'll tell you why. Because this is a really fun match for me for a lot of different reasons. I've got two teams in here that I've just watched grow in very different ways. You have the Wolves of Steel, which if you go back a year and a half ago when they formed during the decision, you had Rookie of the Year potential. Clark Wolf ultimately would go to win that award, and Mark Riley, who at the time was the reigning champion. And they had their first match out the gate didn't go very well. Then they had a really good run, just lost to the Patriots, and then of course just won their first round. Mark Riley's on the verge of retirement. One more match he loses, he is done. But Clark Wolf has asked him to come back. Clark is on that victory. Clark wants that title. But the late to the party kids, to fans who were just kind of reacting.
That was pretty funny though.
Schmoedown, just as hardcore.
I remember laughing at that. Doing it myself.
I just watched them play and said, not only are they good, they're good on the mic. They know the game, and they came in here. They almost beat Team Action, and then they knocked out Critically Acclaimed, and in doing so, pretty much destroyed everyone's bracket who submitted one.
Nope, not mine. I've already stated why I thought that was.
Still sounds like a lethal weapon pitch. You got the guy on the
y'all didn't fool me.
To retire. You got the young buck wants this one final run here, and I have to wonder what Mark Riley is going to show up. Is this a Riley with 1 foot out, or is this Riley with 2 feet in? That's the question.
Well, that's a good question because we've seen different versions of Riley. We saw the just dominant one that won the 2014 tournament and then defended the title, and then he goes and he wins the title against Roca. But we've seen a free-for-all Mark Riley, a collision Mark Riley, where his head has been maybe not into it. We've seen the same thing with Clark Wolf. However, recently they have not shown that. Clark Wolf has been a different Clark Wolf for the last 3-4 months. She's approaching this game very differently. I think the experience is happening. So I think that the fact that Late to the Party is now playing their heroes, because this is like their favorite team that they're playing now. That's interesting too.
Yeah, when you meet your heroes, like when I met you, that could sometimes go wrong. But
I wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah, you wouldn't talk to me. That's a fact. Room 5, Hollywood, California. But
it's the improv.
It was the improv. But Late to the Party. Here's the thing. They know in their hearts they belong, and I wonder at what point, Christian, does the pressure to convince everyone else continue to grow? Do they this desire to no longer be fans but be considered as part of this? You know what I mean?
Why not be both?
Why not be both is right. Hey, look, I'm a fan, you're a fan, but can they shake this? I wonder if that starts to be a separate pressure outside of the pressure of just the game.
Well, we're going to find out if they're going to be starstruck or if they're just going to come in and play the best that they can in just a minute. But they also had a lot of words very nice to say about Wolves of Steel, and the Wolves had some nice things too. Here you go.
Hello there. I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
We are late to the party, and holy hell.
What happened?
We broke the brackets, apparently. That was not expected. I mean, yeah, sure, we expected it. No, guys, we had no clue that would go down the way it did. In any way, shape, or form.
But it went down that way, and now we're here.
And we are here for sure.
So, Clark, we've played our fair share of not nice people. Yeah.
That's true. However, Mark, these people are not like that. These people that we were playing today are awesome.
Yeah.
They are lovely.
Late to the party. We've watched their stuff. I'm a fan.
Absolutely. I am a fan as well.
And I'm a huge fan at taking out Bibiani and that other guy. That they came in, they were the heir apparent, and bye-bye. And that's Schmoedown.
Mark Riley, I hunted him down in front of Star Tours at Disneyland before all of this.
I mean, even when the decision happened and Clark Wolf said no to JTE and Mark Riley came walking out through those curtains, I was like, oh, I'm so excited.
There's part of me that actually wants them to win because it's like a lovely little Cinderella story.
Yeah.
But then there's the other part of me that wants to win.
Yeah, there's that part of me too because, you know, like I said, I'm done after the next loss. I'm going to take a step away for a while, but I'm here because I want to get you a belt.
I want to get you another belt.
Unfortunately, it sucks that we are the ones that have to put him out to pasture, but we do not have a problem doing it in this tournament if it means us pushing forward towards the possible gold.
Late to the party. Welcome back to sunny California. We're so glad that you're here, and I'm so sorry that we're going to have to beat you after you drove all that way.
Yeah, I like you guys a lot, but here we are. We've been around a long time, and the thing that we don't like doing is losing. So unfortunately, you're going to have to go home.
But good match.
Good match.
What I really found interesting about that, yes, there were nice words, but they both said the same thing. Robert pretty much saying, we love you, Riley, but we're going to retire you. And whereas Riley was saying, enjoy your drive on the way home because you're not going to have to come back again. So that is, I mean, I think that both of them, even Clark Wolf, like I said beforehand, she is determined. Yeah. She wants to win. She's going to be in that singles tournament. She's in this tournament. She's not just rookie year. She is by far, if you put up the Hall of Fame, Clark Wolf is in the top 5 best players of the game. So this is going to be something to see. 2 of the best players of all time playing against Late to the Party.
Absolutely. Like I said, what Riley shows up, is it the Riley who had a nap, or is it the Riley that is yawning and ready to walk away?
Well, we're going to find out.
I think that's the biggest question of the game.
All right, well, let's go ahead and check out the tail of the tape. Kenneth Natsiak, what do you got?
Well, that name was too close to an offensive term, but I'm going to take it. Wolves of Steel, we know their strengths are horror, sci-fi, and scores and soundtracks, which is something that not a lot of people consider a strength, but with Mark Riley's musically in tuned brain, it is a strength there. Late to the Party, they got a lot of strengths. They got great entrances. They're good at dancing. Disney movie, 90s movies, and upsetting the titans of the game.
Thank you, Stalin. All right, here we go.
Well, good thing the losers know how to pick brackets, right? Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Second round of the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Division. Introducing first, representing Reactors Everywhere, with a record
including me.
of 1 win,
Yay!
1 defeat, Robert and Vanessa, late to the party! Look at that, they got the Busters.
Uh-oh.
Busters outfit. Oh wait, I think I know what this is. This is a busting outfit. Oh, the critically acclaimed. It is a Bracket Busters. Look at the Bracket Busters coming out. I like the confidence on that.
Hey, y'all stole my gift. I'm the one with the ruined bracket gift.
I don't think they care. They want to
Making headways everywhere with ruined bracket. I'm the original. No plug to me though. How shocking.
We've got 2 strong competitors here now waiting against.
I'm the originator of the ruined bracket gift.
With a record of 4 wins.
Oh, hello, Michael Myers.
Give it up for
I loved you in your no DQ CAW days.
and classy Clark Wolf, the Wolves of Steel. Still doing a nice little funky dance. It's just a funky dance. They're not going all out. It's just, yeah, this is reminiscent of their old. What is this the old?
Leather.
Wow, this is classic.
Leather,
This is classic
denim,
Wolves of Steel.
and shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going. This is what they did when they first debuted. And you see they're shaking hands, and this is just a nice thing. It's like they're kissing babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kissing babies indeed. Nice handshake.
Yeah.
You know, Mark used to charge $10 for that handshake
Yeah.
opportunity at conventions, but
Yeah, he made
Robert gets it for free
well, he
now.
knew
20 now,
at
Ken.
one time in one of these parks, he knew that Robert was looking for him, and he just dodged and ducked and waited for him to come find him. Yeah. All right, here we go.
5 after this. So.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. So round
Ooh.
number 1.
Snazzy.
Round number 1 is going to work like this: 8 questions worth 1 point apiece. The competitors will write their answer down on the board. When it's time to reveal it, they will show it to the camera and say it at the same time. And remember, you have 15 seconds to answer. Do not forget about the JTE rule and the challenge rule. If you need those rules to be elaborated on, please ask. Okay, Wolves of Steel, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Late to the party, are you ready?
I'm so excited, but yes.
We're ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay. Yay, yay.
Here we go. Okay, guys, in the category of animated films, what Rocky Horror Picture Show alum also provides the voice for the evil Hexus in Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest?
Are you looking forward to Avatar 2?
Not after comments made recently.
No.
All right, 5,
I have no idea.
3,
Never even heard of that movie.
1. Yodi.
Tim Curry.
That's correct. Vanessa.
Oh,
Tim Curry.
That is correct. Clark.
Misheard the questions. I said Susan Sarandon.
All right, and Robert.
Tim Curry.
That is
Curry,
correct.
early
All
lead.
right, so we got 2-1 late to the party, taking a quick lead here. All right, Ken.
All right, category 2, coming of age. Who played Andrew Clark, the jock, in The Breakfast Club?
We play a jock.
No. I was pretty bad at sports.
That's not true. I've seen you play.
Oh, yeah.
You're a filthy liar. 5, 4, 3.
Matthew McConaughey.
Hands down, Vanessa.
Emilio Estevez.
That's correct. Clark.
Emilio.
Correct. Robert.
Struggled so much. John Hurt.
All
Correct.
right, and Mark Riley.
Emilio Estevez.
That is
All
correct.
right.
Other-
So then the
other
Wolves now tying
shame.
it up here with Robert's miss. Now it is tie game 3-3. Next question. Dramas. In what romantic drama does Mel Gibson play a pilot from the 1930s who is frozen?
Is that the original Captain America?
Cryogenics test and awakens in 1992. Cryogenics.
I'd like to go to sleep for like 62 years. That'd be all right.
I think that you've been asleep for at least 3.
At least.
I have no clue.
You met me mid-nap.
I have a
5,
freaking clue.
4, 3, 2, 1. Clark.
Forever Young.
That is correct. Robert.
It's the dead guy, Forever Young.
That's correct. Mark.
Forever Young.
That's correct. And Vanessa.
That one movie.
Oh, Vanessa
Oh,
misses. All right.
okay.
So
Swing and
now
miss.
Mark Riley.
Two
is
no
the other
clues
one
and a wrong.
so far.
0 for 3.
5
Whoopee.
for-
You're perfect
always
to me,
perfect.
always,
Five,
right?
four.
You're perfect to us.
Hey, thank you. Hey,
Here we
everyone.
go.
Thanks.
All right.
Hey,
Don't get
appreciate
excited.
that.
We're only 4 questions in.
All
All
right.
right. Here we go. Next question.
Fourth
Next question.
question category is fantasy sci-fi.
Wait, I just want to wait for the groan of the audience for this one. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Audience, stand by to grow. Category fantasy sci-fi. Who played Jyn Erso in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I enjoyed both of that movie. You know
Yeah,
that?
you loved it when you first saw
I did love it when I first
5,
saw it.
4, 3.
Can you
Two.
repeat the question?
Oh,
Nice. Good use by Jen. Here you go.
Who played Jyn Erso in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Felicity Jones.
1. Pens down, please. And Robert.
I blanked.
Wow.
Way.
Mark Riley.
Felicity Jones.
That's correct. Vanessa.
I blanked too.
Wow. Clark Wolf.
Felicity Jones.
Whoa.
okay.
Shocking. The groans maybe didn't pay off. The 7 of 4 late to the party.
Well, I mean-
maybe the stress getting to him
I
there.
like the ending of that movie.
All right.
Where
Here we
they
go.
all die? Me
where
too.
she's dead.
All right,
Spoilers.
next question here. Action adventure. Who played thief Simon Templar in 1997's The Saint?
What are these movies? I've never heard of any of them.
Expressionless as Felicity Jones in most of that movie.
Well done. 5, 4,
I- no.
3, 2,
George Clooney.
1. Mark Riley.
Val Kilmer.
That is correct. Vanessa.
Oh,
Kevin Costner.
the other
Clark.
Batman.
Val Kilmer's turtlenecks.
The other terrible, terrible Batman.
Val Kilmer.
There you
All
go.
right.
All right, so 9-5. Robert getting there too, but the Wolves are taking a nice little lead.
1 out of 5.
now.
That was an important answer for late to the
That was
party.
big
there,
for Robert,
All
yeah.
right, question 6 category is Oscars. For what film has Natalie Portman won an Oscar?
Did not look Oscar in the eyes.
No,
She doesn't like me.
no.
I don't know if that's true.
That's just salacious rumors. That's probably fact.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Black
1.
Swan.
Vanessa.
Black Swan.
That is correct. Clark.
Black Swan.
Correct. Robert.
Black
That was a
Swan.
guess out of hell.
Black Swan.
Wow. Yodi here is 6 for 6.
Yodi had a nap.
All right, here we go. Next one.
I did have a nap.
Horror/thriller. Who plays the father and husband, George Lutz, in the 2005 remake of the Amityville Horror?
Yeah, I would have no idea. I'd get up and walk off.
I would know it because I don't want to see it though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Clark Wolf.
Chris Pine, still wrong.
The original, but it's Ryan Reynolds.
That is correct. Robert.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's correct. Yodi.
Ryan Reynolds.
Wow, and Vanessa.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yodi here. So Yodi's going for a perfect game. Yodi's looking to join the club here if he gets the next question right.
Are there 8?
Category 8 is comedies. Can we get a medical response in the corner there?
He's cops. He's got a great yell. He's got a great yell, bad cough.
All right. Category is comedies. Name both of the 2 co-leads in Dude, Where's My Car?
The 2 male leads. The 2 male leads. Male leads.
Yep, I heard Cobster scream there. I can pick his scream out of a crowd.
He's got a great scream.
Be a good safety
5,
scream.
4, 3, 2, 1. Robert.
Ashton Kutcher, Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott.
That is correct. Yodi.
Ashton Kutcher, Sean William Scott.
Correct. Vanessa.
Yeah, buddy.
Vanessa.
Ashton Kutcher and Sean William Scott.
And Clark.
Ashton Kutcher, Sean William Scott.
Mark, Yodi Riley has a perfect.
3 out of 8. And that's right.
What a perfect
Good
round.
question.
So here's how it works. Mark Yodi
Yeah.
Riley will be the only one here that will get a bonus question. If he does, he'll join that elite crew that Robert actually is a part of as well. It is the bonus question here for 1 point to go up, 16-11. Yodi, bonus question. What is the name of Martin Riggs' dog in the Lethal Weapon franchise?
Wow.
No!
Can he get it? He's a dog person.
He will have, yes, he is.
He's a dog
He'll
person.
have earned
Scruff.
a bonus question if he gets this.
And 5.
Sam?
That is correct.
Yeah, this is from the names. Yay.
Unbelievable.
Good boy, Sam.
Welcome to the party,
Sam.
Sam.
I bet
Well,
you.
3 out of 9.
Now, Mark
That was
Riley here at 16-11. What a round by the former 2-time singles
Yay.
champion. And we are now going into round number 2. Works like this. The contestants will spin the dreaded wheel. If it lands on opponent's choice, they have to stay on whatever their opponents choose for them. However, if it lands on a category they don't like the first time, they can spin again. 6 questions, 2 points apiece. 1 point if it goes to multiple choice. 15 seconds to answer the questions. So, Wolves of Steel, you guys have a 5-point lead here. Would you like to go first or second?
Go first.
Gonna go for it. All right, here we go, guys. Big spin.
Clark knows how to spin, Christian. She's been around this game.
6 questions.
Come on, Wheel.
It.
Fantasy
Fantasy
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Okay, we're going to spin
We're
again.
gonna spin again?
Spin again, which
All right.
is interesting
Because it's
I
fun
would
to
spin around
spin.
the strengths, but you never know, you know?
But Riley's always been, they work as a team. That's why
Yeah.
they're so good.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Just avoids spinner's choice. Lands on comic book movies. This could be good, though, because this is
Right.
a strength related to the party. If they can clean up here, we'll see. All right, I'll do it. All right, guys, here we go. In the category of comic book movies, who directed 2013's The Wolverine?
James Mangold.
2 points.
Right, 2 points.
2 points. All right, question number 2, guys. Who played the bumbling computer genius Gus Gorman in Superman 3?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
2 points. All right.
I was just talking about Superman 3 back.
Oh, there you go. All right, so next one.
Yeah.
Why?
So many reasons.
All right, here we go. Tony Stark mistakes Stan Lee for what real-life person in the first Iron Man?
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Hefner.
2 points. Wow, look at the team playing here. All right, here we go. Question 4. Who played Dr. Kurt Connors, a.k.a. the Lizard, in The Amazing Spider-Man? Five,
Oh, yeah.
4,
Yeah.
3,
Reese Ifan.
2 points. Wow, they really worked it together to get that. Wow. And 2 more questions, guys. In Iron Man 3, what was the name of the organization that was established by the villainous Aldrich Killian?
Multiple choice.
A, Hydra. B, Sword. C, Smash. D, AIM.
Aim.
1 point.
1 point.
Wow, what a round here by the Wolves of Steel. This is pretty tough. All right, here we go, guys. So, in your next one, in 2013's Man of Steel,
My favorite.
General Zod attempts to terraform the Earth into a new Krypton by deploying world engines to Metropolis and what body of water?
Indian Ocean.
2 points. 27 to 11. Okay, so now late to the party is up. They need a big round here. 27-11. That might be the most points ever scored in the second round. All right, here we go, guys. Late to the party. Are you ready to go?
Weird.
All right, here we go. Give it a good spin. That's a good spin.
We'll take that spin from Vanessa. This is an important spin, Christian.
Sports
movie.
Yeah.
Robert's getting up. All right, here we go.
Oh, goes the other way.
Float it.
Backwards and...
In heels.
Leonardo DiCaprio movie. That is the strength of Vanessa. She's pretty excited there. All right, so we are now going to take Leonardo DiCaprio movies. So late to the party, trying to get back into this game. They are in desperate need to get some points here.
All right. 6 questions coming in, guys. First question. In what film did Leonardo play a character called Frank Abagnale Jr.?
Abagnale.
Abagnale.
Catch me if you can.
That's right.
There you go. You correct?
Well,
does he lose points for that?
he should gain 1.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Who plays fisherman Solomon Vandy in Blood Diamond?
Multiple choice, please.
A. Jaimin Hunsu. B. All right, that's it. Thank you.
We just didn't know how to pronounce it.
All right, okay. There's
All right, question 3. Who played Captain George Ellerby in The Departed?
Five, 4.
Michael Sheen?
It's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Alec Baldwin.
2
That's
points.
correct. 2 points steal.
Wow.
That's right.
Big steal there by the Wolves of Steel.
Question 4. What historical figure is portrayed by Josh Lucas in J. Edgar?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
A. John F. Kennedy. B. Robert F. Kennedy. C. Joseph McCarthy. D. Charles Lindbergh.
5, 4, 3, 2.
John F. Kennedy?
Incorrect.
And your winner!
Oh, that was it?
By way of knockout, ladies and gentlemen, Mark, Yodi, Riley, and Classy Clark the Wolves of Steel. The answer was Charles Lindbergh, but because mathematically late to the party, even if they got the next 2 questions on 2 points apiece, they would be mathematically eliminated here. So the Wolves of Steel showing they scored 29 points. Remember, the all-time scoring points in a three-pointer is 31 points, and that's in round 3. Wolves of Steel just scored 29 points in 2 rounds. That is a colossal performance. Late to the party just went up.
Unfortunately, because I knew the result before it happened, this hurts a little bit less than it would have, but unfortunately it still sucks to see that ending.
Because the Wolves of Steel are no joke. That is something that you do not want to see if you are another team in this league. To score 29 points for Mark Riley to get those 8 points, Clark to have a nice first round. They both collaborated very well in that comic book category, which is not necessarily a huge strength of Clark's, but she was great in that round. This is a very impressive performance.
Yeah, you know, you have to feel for late to the party, but you should also celebrate them and what they've done so far. It might be a long drive back on the 40. There's some fast food restaurants in Needles I love. I can recommend them after the game. I'm sure they know, but they should celebrate, Christian, what they have done so far. They've got a long career ahead.
They absolutely do, and look, these are guys. They've played Wolves to Steel. They played critically acclaimed. They played action. So the late to the party will have some more matches in this league for sure. But now we're going to talk to Emma Fife, who is standing with the Wolves of Steel and late to the party.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with the victorious Wolves of Steel. And holy moly, I must say, we always knew that these guys were some of the strongest competitors in the league. But when did you guys literally become the best team in the game? Because that was incredible.
No, that was getting comic book movies, which is my strength. And then I didn't know actually a couple of them, and that's where she came in. So that was a perfect example of what a team
effort.
Absolutely, and she only missed one in the first round.
Yeah. Oh my God, Riley,
So,
you crushed the first round.
I've been wanting to get a straight flush
That
for
was
a while now.
amazing.
I've been averaging 6-7, but it just landed that way. That's what the Schmoedown is. I don't know.
As you say, it is all about the teamwork. What we've been seeing from the strongest teams in the league here thus far is that it is about the cooperation.
It was a hell of a
into each
performance,
other's
though.
strengths, as
We'll
you
give
say,
him credit for that.
when you were not sure of an answer, Clark was right there with the answer for you. So, but still, you got to feel pretty good.
I'll feel good if I can get comic book movies next time, too. That'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're glad that it went our way today, but it was, we certainly were nervous going in because, we knew what we were up against, and but we're happy for the win, and I think Riley and I both feel like we want another crack at that belt, so it's just baby steps.
Yeah.
Clark Wolf, you may have a belt very soon.
Well, I would like one. So let's hope it keeps going our way. Look, I think, if you think about the matches that Riley and I have not won, it was our first match, which went all the way to the third round, but it was our first time ever playing together as a team, and it was for the belt. I think that we are getting to a place as a team where we are learning each other's strengths and weaknesses, learning how to cover each other's backs, like we were saying. So I'm really glad that as a team we've made it that far, and I think we're ready to keep going.
Absolutely. It's, one question at a time. And what Clark said, I really felt good in that match because I saw her kicking ass over on the other end of the table in the first round. And I felt that those questions landed perfectly for me. And then that comic book spin, that's what the best case scenario is for this team. And we can ride it all out, even through some bad spins, some good spins. We're working together. I'm happy to be here. This is fun.
Well, as someone who was there in the audience, I can definitely say that the synergy going on between this team was palpable, and it is really what got you guys that win in the end.
Jim and the holograms
congratulations to both of you. You're one of my favorite teams in the league. I think you're a lot of people's favorite team in this league, and we hope to see you guys take it all the way. We'll be right back with Late to the Party. And we are back with the defeated Late to the Party. Guys, I have to say, that was a very difficult match for you guys. Though you were knocked out, I don't think that it's any mar on your reputation as competitors, because that really was a best case scenario for Wolves of Steel, and you guys really hung in there.
It was a straight up ass kicking, Emma. But all in all, I mean, it does happen. We've seen it happen when we watch the Schmoedowns constantly. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And you know what? It definitely did not work out for us in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just honored to be in the same, ring as them. I mean, obviously, that hey! I was wearing this underneath, so I was cheering for them all the way through.
Right, so you're saying you were secretly playing for the other team, Vanessa, is what I'm getting.
We'll say that, I guess. No, they fought hard. We had some slip-ups, quite a few slip-ups. Leo is not as strong as we thought he would be.
I was hoping early Leo.
And that comic book movies, I mean, that was the glistening pie on the piece of the pie on the board.
It was.
And they took it first. So.
They sure did, and they totally ran that category, I have to say. Now, I know that you guys are huge fans of Wolves of Steel, as we see Vanessa is literally representing them underneath her very nice Ghostbusters jumpsuit here. Do you guys think that that had any effect on your performance, knowing that you were playing against a team that you respect and admire so much? Was it a little intimidating, maybe?
A little bit.
Well, partly because, I mean, we binged all the matches. We've seen them already, but we binged them all before we came. We know what they're capable of. They are amazing competitors through and through. So we just knew, depending on the questions, how they were thrown out, we had some slip-ups on our questions, and it just was a perfect mix for them to reign victorious in this match.
Yeah, it really was. They definitely more than brought their A game today. I would hazard to say that Wolves of Steel brought their A++ perhaps game today.
Yeah,
well, any
that's
final
safe to say.
comments before we send you guys driving off into the sunset?
Wolves of Steel, give them hell.
Yeah, take it to the end, win it all. I mean, at least we've got the bracket busting win. So
if I did my own bracket, I would have Wolves of Steel going all the way. So
for sure, take it, guys.
Well, I think that your legacy is certainly secure here in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Again, my condolences late to the party, but you will be fondly remembered, and I'm sure we will see you back here again someday very soon. Now back to you, Ken and Christian.
As we see, obviously a very an upset late to the party, but they also gave a lot of respect to Wolves of Steel, saying that was just an amazing performance. I mean, you have to marvel at that, no matter if you're sitting at the table there or here, there in the crowd. That's an impressive 29 points in the second round.
Yeah.
I mean, that's never been done before. So to see that, because you imagine if they would have scored all 10 points, they could have scored 39 points.
Yeah, would have shattered the record.
It would have shattered it. So the Wolves of Steel are back. They are now 5-2. Look out. If you're the Patriots, you got to say, man, the Wolves of Steel are coming up hot there. So that's it. That's everything there in the second round. I know that a lot of people might be a little disappointed here to see the Darlings late to the party get knocked out, but some things happen that way, and when you go up against two competitors like the Wolves of Steel, anything can happen in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Christian, sometimes when you meet your heroes, it doesn't go the way you want, just like when Roka and I first went to dinner. It was not a good night for me. But I'll tell you what, again, I can't say enough. They should celebrate what they have done so far.
More tournament stuff coming up, guys. We are still into the second round, so make sure you check it out. Who's going to the finals? Who's going to be playing the Patriots for those titles?
Nice that they updated the bracket. That was obviously a paste in cover up.
And who should late to the party play next? For Ken Knapsop, I'm Christian Harloff, and where's Josh McCouga?
Nice cover up, guys.
I feel like when we do these fantasy updates, people want comedy, but they
all
also
that
want facts.
and the
It's
Pittsburgh
really hard to do both,
Steelers.
Cody. How does it make you feel? Well, it makes me feel torn in pieces. I mean, listen, a match like Wolves of Steel first late to the party, you would think it would be a super high-scoring affair.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, confused mostly because Wolves of Steel came out guns blazing and beat them to pulps and killed them and didn't even get a chance to score more fantasy points.
How would that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel stupid because a couple matches ago, I had Wolves of Steel being the top fantasy point getter, and now if you have Wolves of Steel in your league, yes, they move on. Yes, they're going to score more points, but they also didn't score as many as they possibly could. And then, late to the party, who I thought was a fantasy darling, just totally dropped the ball, and they're really nice people. They drove all the way from Arizona, and I feel bad, but now I have to make fun of them. I feel totally torn, like Natalie Imbruglia in 1999. I'm totally torn, Cody. I'm totally torn.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
I guess the only thing I can really do at this point is send them to schmoesnow.com, talk to Frank Janish, Schmoedown Rundown, Inside Schmoedown, somewhere else where the person that's talking fantasy isn't as torn to pieces by the fact that Wolves of Steel has moved on and may well win this entire thing.
I agree. Okay. How would that make them feel?
It'd make them feel pretty good, I think, if you have them on your fantasy team. You gotta hope they don't knock people out. You gotta hope they go the distance. Maybe a playoff run. Maybe a sudden death run where they score those extra points. Thanks for listening to me, buddy.
Oh yeah, I've been drawing smiley faces this whole time.
All right. Well, so that happened. Again, already knowing what happened, that was I guess in a way it was a little bit easier to watch a heartbreaking defeat like that. But with that being said, I'm starting to get an idea as to why this match was posted afterwards, after Above the Line and DC Movie News, was because of the knockout finish. And let me just state for the record that if that was at all the reason why this was posted afterwards, no excuse. No excuse. I'm going to say that right now. Post the matches in order. Doesn't matter what the results are. Doesn't matter what the finishes are. Just post them in order. That's all I got to say. So yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say. It's unfortunate to see late the party go home, but it is what it is. Wolves of Steel, they looked really damn good, to say the least. It's going to be interesting to see how they fare against Above the Line. That's a bunch of top-tier players, singles players, much less as a team. I'll be interested to see who wins that match. But yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts. Like, comment, share, subscribe to my videos. I promise you, I will be much more energetic and enthusiastic in many other future videos. This was just a bad situation, bad occasion of, you know, certain events that unfolded. So I assure you, you will not get this version of JTH very often. Hopefully you'll never see him ever again. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe to my videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe to their videos. Join Joey Morin's official Fan Reaction League. Join the Wrestling Trivia Showdown. Join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. With that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts. Until next time, I'm your host JTH saying until next time, thanks for watching, and I bid you adieu.